No way. Are you serious? Did we finally just get it, guys? If you guys have been a fan of the series for a while, you know I've been looking for this coin forever. We finally got it after 22 boxes. Hello everybody and welcome back to Coin Quest. Coin Quest, of course, the series where I take $25 boxes of pennies like this one right here, go through the rolls in the boxes looking for interesting and valuable coins that I can use to fill in my collection books. As some of you know, I've been having difficulty getting full boxes of coins from the bank due to the national coin shortage. Luckily, my bank is finally allowing me to get boxes of coins once again, but there's a catch. Let's see if you can spot it. So here's the box of pennies that I picked up from my bank just this morning, and we'll open it up here, and yeah, as you can see, they're all customer wrapped. So that could be good, could be bad. We haven't had this on the Coin Quest series yet, so it should be interesting at the very least. So I took a look at the enders on these rolls and didn't find anything particularly interesting, although these three rolls right here do have something interesting about them. For starters, this one in the middle here is way short. I think somebody's about 4 or 5 pennies short on that one, which means we're getting a little bit ripped off there. This one's sort of interesting because it has a rip in it. I think there might be something going on here in the middle. I'm not for sure though. We'll have to open it up and take a look. And then this one right here was the only ender that had anything at least a little bit interesting. You can see right here we have a 1959, which is actually just on the brink of being a wheat penny, which is something that we're on the lookout for today. So here are the two collections that we are looking to fill out coins in today, the Canadian cents and the Lincoln cents. We'll start with the Americans here. If we open up the first page, you can see it's looking pretty bare. Just moving along through the collection here. We have quite a few holes to fill for sure. Those are mainly the older wheat pennies, which are pretty difficult to find. And then just moving through here, we only have a couple more on this page, the 1960 small date and the 70S small date, which is actually a very difficult coin to find. I've been on the lookout for it for a while. And then you can see right here, everything else is pretty much filled in, except we do still need the 2020s and the 2021s. Then moving on to our Canadian cents collection, let's go ahead and open that up, and you can see we don't have any of the King George V's. We have quite a few of the King George VI, although we are missing a few of them still. Moving on over to the next page, a few of those, I guess these are still King George VI, and then some Queen Elizabeths here that we are still missing. And you can see right here, we still haven't found that 1988. There's no particular reason why. It's not a rare coin or anything. It just hasn't popped out for us yet. And then some of the ones here on the end as well, which we still need to find. Now guys, as we go through this box of pennies today, we're going to be using the Quin Coins penny roll hunting placemat as a guide. As you can see on the front side, it shows all the different types of coins that you could find in a penny roll. And then flipping it over to the back side, we have a scoring system which we use to rate the boxes, as well as a key date and low mintage list, which we use to figure out if we have a rare coin or not when we're not sure. In addition to all that helpful information, they're also really good for picking up the coins and dumping them into our dump box when we're done. So if you're interested in picking up one of these penny roll hunting placemats to aid you in your own penny roll hunting, you can head on over to quinscoins.com. I also have nickel and silver stacking placemats up there as well. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some customer wrapped penny rolls. All right, so we're going to start things off with those 3 interesting penny rolls that I mentioned in the beginning. I think we're actually going to start with this one right here that has these weird slits in it. You can see it kind of bends weird. And let's just open up that slit and see what's going on in this section. So I'm thinking maybe it was just the slit that made it kind of bend weird, but there's also this like weird black coin right here, which I want to see what that's going to be. Okay, so it is just a Lincoln Memorial cent. It's got this really crazy toning on it though, 1992. That's actually zinc, it's not even copper. But other than that, I'm not really seeing anything different about this roll, so I think we'll just go ahead and dump it out and see if anything catches our eye like that right there. Look at that, guys. Right off the bat, we have a Lincoln wheat cent coming out, and there it is. It has some nice luster, but it's also really beat up. So hopefully this is going to go into the collection. Let's see what we got here, guys. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, 1950 Denver. Interesting. I'm going to have to check the collection for that one. I don't think this is rare by any means, but it's really nice to start the episode off with a wheat cent. You definitely can't complain with that. And right there we have a 2009 as well. So this is actually on the placemat right here. There's 4 different types. You can see that's actually the 3rd one in the series. I believe this is the Professional Life version. We'll go ahead and zoom in on that. So all of the 2009 pennies, all 4 of them are pretty rare for that time period. This one's going to be a 2009 Denver. So it's definitely nice to pull those out. We also count them for 1 point on our score sheet. So that's really cool. All right, we'll go ahead and move on here, see what else we can find. I see a pretty nice old copper right there. It's just going to be a 1970 though. Not something that we're interested in keeping. We're of course looking for the wheat cents, which you can see right here, go from 1909 to 1958. And if we can find any of those, we will definitely be keeping them. I don't see any more in that grouping of coins right there. Let's go ahead and open up the short roll. So this one is far shorter than all of the other rolls in the box. Let's see if it's gonna at least bring us some luck though. And maybe that'll pay for you know, the missed coins that we're not getting from this roll. All right, let's take a look here and see what we got. Right off the bat, I'm seeing at least 2 Canadian coins. Maybe we'll get a 1988 like we still need in the collection. There's a 98 right there. I don't think we need that one. And then what's this one gonna be? Oh, it looks like another 98. Another thing I noticed about this this particular box, which is basically just a whole bunch of customer wrapped rolls dumped into a box, is that there's like a bunch of hair on these rolls. It's super weird. Another reason that I always like to wear these gloves, because you never know what you're gonna come into contact with when you're dealing with coins, which are super, super dirty. All right, so hey, we got a nice 2010 right there, which is in pretty good shape. I know that some of the ones in the collection could definitely use replacements, so I'll look into maybe replacing our 2010 if ours isn't as nice as that. But yeah, I don't see too much else here in this particular roll, so we'll go ahead and open up the third one here and see if we can get something out. So obviously very happy with the start so far with that wheat cent. And like I said, I didn't find any wheat penny enders or anything like that, so I'm hoping that the insides of these rolls have some good stuff for us. And it looks like so far they do. Let's see what roll number 3 has for us. Oh yeah, this is the one that had the 1959 ender, so I'm guessing it'd be that coin right there. You can see it's a memorial. And yeah, that is a 1959, 1 year older, and it would have been a wheat cent. But all right, let's keep on trucking through this roll. What do we have here? 1967. That's getting back there, but that's not quite old enough. There we have a Canadian right there. Let's take a look at that one. Do we have a 1988? Let's take a look. Oh, very close, 1995. So that's weird also because I didn't see any Canadians coming out on the ends, but I am seeing quite a few in the rolls so far. All right, I just kind of messed up the camera there, but I want to show you this. Is that going to be a large date or small date? It's a 1960. I think we still need the small date, 1960 Philadelphia. That is the Denver. You can see the D down there below the date. But nice looking older coin. I'll put that one to the side and try to figure out if that's a large date or small date. It's been a long time since I've done pennies, so I'm a little bit rusty on the terminology. That's a really nice looking coin right there. Look at that, 2008. But okay, I think that's about it for those first 3 rolls, guys. I will go ahead and get into the next one and let you know if I find something good. So before I get into the next roll, I wanted to take a look at that 1950 D spot in the collection. You can see it is filled, and you know, I think this one is probably in better shape than the one that's in the collection. However, it does have these dings on the reverse side, which is probably going to downgrade it. So I am not going to be replacing that one with the new one. However, I did check the 2010 that I was talking about earlier, and you can see right here, these should all be pretty shiny pennies. I mean, these are very new, but the 2010 that we have is not in good shape. So we definitely will be replacing that with the one that I just found. So I'll go ahead and do that now. All right, there we go. Out with the old and in with the new. And with that being said, we'll go ahead and get on to the next roll. All right, guys, take a look at that. We just opened roll number 5. Number 4 didn't have anything in it, but I'm already seeing a wheat penny right there. We'll go ahead and zoom in on that so you can see it. Look at that. That thing is in nice shape. Let's take a look at that right here. Oh, maybe I was wrong. It's got some interesting things going on the sides. I was going to say maybe those are cuds. The coin itself, though, the reverse looks really nice. You can see some nice definition on those wheat ears. Let's flip this over and see what we're going to get for a date here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, 1956 Denver. That's a fairly common coin. Pretty sure we already have that in the collection, but I'll put it to the side here. And let's just see if we have any more wheat cents or anything interesting that's going to pop out of this roll. And if not, then we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Man, what is with these weirdly toned coins? It's a lot of corrosion on that one as well. That is very weird. Look at all that. A bunch of, it's like they have like a black tone to them. Well, let's move over to this side. I didn't see anything interesting in that half of the roll. It's almost like the roll was split straight down the middle by that wheat cent there that we just pulled out. Okay, so getting down to the end of it now, I'm not seeing much other than Another weirdly corroded coin right there. So we'll go ahead and get on to the next roll. All right, guys, this is the very next roll. I'm seeing some Canadians for sure. This also just looks like it has a lot of copper in it. A lot more than I'm used to seeing anyway. So starting right off on this side over here, we have a Canadian. That's gonna be 85, very close to that 88, which we still need in the collection. Let's see what else we're gonna get here. Like I said, lots of copper. This one looks a little older here. That is another Canadian. It's gonna be 1981, okay. Let's move on over to this side now. Another Canadian coming up here shortly. 1985 once again. So there's that one. And I think there's even another one here. At least I thought I saw another one. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, look at that. A nice old coin right there. And yep, there's the Canadian. A couple to the left of it. 1940 right there. That is a nice sight to see. Another wheat penny, also in pretty good shape. So we'll put that to the side. I'm going to check the collection in a second here. I also need to check for that 56 Denver, although I'm pretty certain that's not going in. There's an 82. So how many is that? 4 so far? And we have 2 more right next to each other right there. Look at that. We got a 74 right there, getting a little bit older here. And wow, nice toning on that. Let's see what we got here. 74 again, okay. Do we have anything else that's going to come out for us right at the end here? These are interesting rolls, guys. A lot of copper in here, as you can see. And actually, I forgot to show you this, but if you take a look here, a couple of the rolls actually have like this red wrapper to them. And those are the ones that I've been doing recently, and you know, as opposed to this. Most of them look like this, but a few of them look like this. So as you can see, guys, just an insane amount of copper coins right there. Anything pre-82 is copper. I don't keep copper though. I used to, and then I realized that I have way too much of it and don't really know what to do with it because it's pretty tough to sell. But just in case you're interested, the copper in a penny, in a copper penny at least, is worth more than a cent. And it has been that way for quite a while. Kind of like how silver went way back in the day. And people started collecting silver. But I figured I'd just go ahead and open another one of these because they've definitely been treating us well. I'm already seeing some more Canadians. Let's take a look. So what are we going to have for a year on that one? 75. Okay, so sticking with the 70s over here. Still quite a bit of copper. There's another Canadian coming out right there. I can't believe that none of the Canadians ended up on the end of the roll. Because we got a ton of Canadians here, but not a single one of them was an ender. Now you can see we got dateless right there. That means it's going to be on the other side. This is a 2002. Let's keep moving through this roll and see what else we can find. So, okay, this middle section is getting a little more zinky, I would say. There is a 1970. We still need a 70S. I believe small date. I don't see a mint mark on that, though. So we'll keep moving. 70S's just by themselves are difficult to find, I've found. Even the large dates don't come out too often for me. Is that a 2009 right there? It is. Look at that. We have a 2009. I believe this is formative years. And this one's actually a Philadelphia, whereas the last one we got was a Denver. So we got 2 2009s, and looks like we're going to get one more Canadian right here. And actually, this is the oldest one we got so far. 1 year off from being a young head Queen Elizabeth. You can see right here, 1965, and it's got some weird stuff on the obverse. But hey, I'll take it, guys. We have so many Canadians so far. I'm definitely having a good time with this box, guys. We'll go ahead and get into the next one, and I'll let you know when I find something good. All right, guys, take a look at this. A few rolls later, and we have a pretty interesting Canadian coming out right there. Let's pick that one up and take a look. So this is the 1967 Centennial, and what I call them is bird cents. I don't know. I kind of made that term up, and it sort of stuck. It's actually a rock dove featured on the reverse of this particular coin. And I love finding these. They're one of my favorite coins to find, so I'm definitely happy to see one pop out. And I knew it probably would with the amount of Canadians that we've been getting. That is an awesome coin. Also an awesome series. If you want to check out, all of the other denominations have their own animals on the coins in 1967. So really, really cool stuff right there. We got another Canadian right here. Let's see what we got. 71. All right, I'll take it. And actually, in a previous roll, I was able to pull out one that I don't usually see. This is actually the second from the last year that they made Canadian pennies. And if you're unaware, they actually stopped minting them in 2012. And they're actually looking to get rid of the nickel next. So yeah, these coins are not easy to find. and it's kind of cool, I think, that we were able to find them in the United States, whereas most Canadians are actually having a hard time getting them up in Canada because they've gotten rid of them. So that's pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to check the collection because I remember in the beginning of the video we took a look and there were a few holes in the very end of the Canadian coins collection. So let's go ahead and do that now. We got our collection right here. Let's open it up to the very last page and see if we're going to need this one in the collection. Okay, so no, we do not. We don't need the 2011. We still need the 2012 though, and a few others on this page. So we'll keep an eye out and see if we can get those. Oh guys, look at that. We got another wheat penny coming out here, and this is another roll that it looks like it has quite a bit of copper. Now this one's actually coming out obverse up, so we can see we have another 1950 Denver. Definitely not as nice as the first one, although you can see we still have quite a bit of definition there on those wheat ears. So nice looking coin right there. I'll definitely take that. And let's see if we're gonna get another one here, if we can get our first 2 wheat roll. I'm seeing a lot of nice chances over here. There's some really copper looking edges. So let's see if we can do it. Oh my gosh, guys, I think we did it. Look at that. Let's take a look here. So this one's actually coming out reverse up. So we can flip this one to see what we got for a date. Let's do it, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, 52 Denver. All right. I will take that. We haven't seen that yet today. Let's we'll have to check the collection because I know I still need a couple of the 50s. And let's see if we're going to get wheat penny number 3 out of this roll. Oh, we got some nice chances here. Really nice looking coppers as well. There's a 66, very close, and it looks like another 66 on the end. Lots and lots of copper out of this box so far. So we'll go ahead and open up the collection here and take a look. All right, here's the collection. Let's flip it to the page, and you can see we still have lots of holes here. 52 Denver is not one of them, though. You can see right there we already have that coin. We still need the 54, 54S. 55S is actually a low mintage coin, so that'll be a pretty difficult one to find. And then I just kind of struggle getting the San Francisco mints being over here in the Midwest. But we'll go ahead and see what we can get, guys. Hopefully we can get one of these filled out. Oh, take a look at that, guys. We actually have another 2009 coming out, and it's also one that we haven't found yet. This is actually the most rare one right here, the 4th one in the series. So this is the Presidency 2009. Flip it over. Oh, I don't know why I thought that was going to flip like a Canadian. 2009 Philadelphia, so sweet. We have 3 out of 4 in the series so far. I think the only one that we need is this one right here, Birth and Early Childhood. Whoa. What the heck? Guys, look at this. I just pulled this one out. Hardly has any rim on the right-hand side and a much thicker rim on the left. And I don't think this much of an offset is going to be a huge deal, but it is definitely cool. It also looks like it's a little bit rotated because when I flip that, like you can see right here, it's 180 degrees, right? And then I flip it and it's a little bit turned. That's definitely an interesting coin right there. I'll be putting that one to the side for sure. A couple of weird things going on with that one. Actually, the one right under it also sort of has the same thing going on, just to a lesser degree. See how that one flips? Yeah, that one flips more normal. But yeah, interesting. All right, that's cool. So we got somewhat of an error coin. Oh, we got a 1960 as well. That looks like a large date. 60 Denver. I'll put that one over by the other one. And actually, here is what the other one looks like. Yeah, I think this is definitely a small date. You can see the difference here. So the one on the right, much wider, and then the one on the left here is just sort of like short and stout. That's why it's the small date. And there's plenty of videos on YouTube if you want to figure out exactly what the difference is. There's lots of good videos out there for you. I don't have one on this channel, but I know that Chad from Coins for Amateurs has a good one. So you definitely want to check that out if you want to figure out what the difference is. But yeah, that's a nice little illustration of what the difference on those is. This right hand one, though, is in much better shape. All right, guys, things have been really slowing down here. I think we finally just got another wheat penny, even though it is looking like it's going to be a pretty common one. But we'll take a look anyway. 1957 Denver is the year. And flip it over to the reverse. Very nice looking reverse. I do like that. We actually found one a little bit earlier. This one just came out obverse up, so we saw the date right away, just like that 1957. But this was in a time when I was finding quite a few more wheat pennies, although in the last 5 to 10 rolls, there really hasn't been a whole lot. So yeah, But we'll keep going here. I think we got about a third of the box to go. Hopefully we can get something really cool out, and maybe even something that goes into the collection. No way. Are you serious? Did we finally just get it, guys? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Oh my gosh, if you guys have been a fan of the series for a while, you know I've been looking for this coin forever. I even mentioned it in the beginning, and it's actually next to another really cool coin. Take a look at this. So this is definitely going into the collection. You saw, I even mentioned it in the beginning of the video. And man, we haven't been having very good luck. We only have about 6 more rolls to go, so thank God something finally came out that's going to be going into the collection. That is awesome, 1988. Now, if you don't know, there's nothing really special about this coin. I've just been looking for it forever. So I will definitely be happy to put that into the collection finally. And then right next to it is a nice older Canadian coin. We haven't found one this old yet in this video. This is going to be a young head Queen Elizabeth 1961. I'm pretty sure we don't need that in the collection, but we do like to keep them, and they do count for points. Also, there's a bird on the window. If you're hearing like a weird little tapping noise, that's what's going on, and that's sort of, it started distracting me as soon as we found that coin. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and go through the rest of this roll, see if there's going to be anything else here, and then once we get down to the end of it here, we'll go ahead and put that coin into the collection, finally filling out that hole. And I think it might even fill out the entire page. So let's go ahead and do that now. Oh my gosh, guys, at long last, Canadian cents, 1920 to date. Here is the page, and as you can see, it's the one coin that we needed right there. That is so cool. We finally got it after 22 boxes. I can't believe it took 22 boxes. Do you see the pile of Canadian coins that we have over here? And we get that pretty much every box, and we still haven't been able to find this one until now. Guys, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. This series started probably 3 years ago now. It's unbelievable. It might have even been longer than that. We've been doing this for a long time, and we finally got it in there. 1988. And the funny thing is, you guys have been sending me 1988s, especially my Canadian fans. You're like, I don't know what's up with this 1988 thing, but here's a bunch of them. And I always have to say, I can't put it in the collection until I find it in circulation. And it looks like today was that day. So thank you so much to whoever wrapped these rolls for finally giving us the 1988. Just like that, this page is finally complete. So now we just have to work on this last page here. We only have a few more coins, I guess 4 more there. And then if we go back to these pages, it gets a little bit more difficult. I guess we can check on that 1961. Yeah, we do already have that one in the collection. We got a few up here though that we definitely need to be on the lookout for. This one, on the other hand, I don't think is going to be doable. These King George V's are just super difficult to find. I've literally only found one while coin roll hunting pennies, and coincidentally, it was actually on my very first box, and it was an ender. I wish I was filming videos back then. But guys, that is a great find for the Canadian cents. Now this is what we have left right here, just 6 more rolls. We'll go ahead and get into them now and see if we can find some of the good stuff. All right guys, we are down to just 1 roll left. Those last 5 didn't have anything for us. Let's see if the camera can bring us any luck here and see what we can get on this last roll. Now, of course, I'm already happy because we found a 1988, which we've been searching for so long, and it's even better because it was the last coin on that page. So really anything after this point is just icing on the cake, but let's just see if we can find something here right in the end. These last half of the box wasn't really too kind to me as far as wheat pennies go. I don't even remember the last time I found a wheat. I don't know why that is, but I guess we're getting down to the end of it here. We have 1 more Canadian showing. Wouldn't it be funny if it was a 1988? I found a 1987 a little bit earlier. I was like so close. And there's an 84 right there. Also pretty close, but I think that is going to be it for the box, guys. So we'll go ahead and tally up the points on this box, see what we're able to find, and see what our total score is. All right, guys, welcome to the wrap-up on CoinQuest Pennies box number 22. So I think I'm going to start over here. This is our pile of Canadians that are not worth points, but happy to pull them out, of course. Now coming up here, we have our wheat cents from the 40s and 50s. This one just about made it into the 30s. but that's going to be worth 5 points right there. We got one 1940, a couple of 1950Ds, 52D, 53D, 56D, and 57D for a total of 35 points right there. Coming down to the 2009s, we were able to get 4 of those, 1 here, 2, and 4. So that's going to be 4 points because we got 1 point apiece. And then here on the additional Canadian score sheet, we were able to get 1 Young Head Canadian right there. That was our 1961. And then also a bird scent, which you can see right here, 1967 is going to be worth another 5 points. And just recently, we actually started counting the steals from 2000 to 2012 as 1 point each because they are actually more difficult to find. We used to count them as -1 point, and we realized that's kind of mean to our friends up in the north. So we're going to count those for 1 point now. So the total score comes out to exactly 50 points. Now we can't forget that 1988 Canadian, which went into the collection, which I'll go ahead and show you now. And as you can see, guys, 50 points. I always say that 100 points is a good box. So this wasn't really a good box by those standards, but it was great to finally get that 1988 into the collection, even though we just had an average score. So overall, did the custom wrapped rolls treat us better? I would say no, they did not. I prefer machine wrapped rolls, unless of course you can find an entire collection dump of wheat pennies. That would be really cool, and that's something that you usually only find in customer wrapped rolls. But overall, I think we came out pretty good today. We found a really nice coin that we've been looking for a long time, and we found some wheat pennies as well, along with a whole bunch of Canadians and some other goodies. Real quick before I end the video, I just want to remind you that if you want to pick up one of these coin roll hunting placemats to aid you in your own penny roll hunting, you can pick them up at quinscoins.com. I'll put links down in the description below. You can also get nickel and silver stacking placemats there as well. And with that being said, that's going to pretty much do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go down below and leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, because I post new videos like this every single week, always bringing you along with the hunts and having a good time. And as always, I'm Quinn, and this is Quin's Coins signing out. And I will see you in the next episode of Coin Quest Pennies.